told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you.
Hello everyone, we are from Group 5 and our topic is Applications of Statistics in Transportation Service. Let's move on to the next slide, which presents by Noor Arya Adriana.
What is transportation? Transportation is the movement of goods and persons from place to place and the various means by which such movement is accomplished. The growth of the ability and the need to transport large quantities of goods or numbers of people over long distance at high speeds in comfort and safety has been an index of civilization and particular of technological progress. There are types of transportation. They are designed to help people more easily move from one place to another. Three basic types of transportation can help people travel in the world, which is land, water, and air. Further analysis using descriptive statistics such as mean, median, and mode may be applied to identify which type of transportation is chosen by a UM student, and inferential statistics apply to study the factor that affect student choosing their transportation. A parameter is used to describe the entire population being studied. There are two parameters to be obtained in this study, which are the average number of all the UM students who spend less than 20 ringgit in a week, and the standard deviation of all UM students who think that UUM provided good transportation. The type of data that we choose is primary data. It involves gathering information before secondary or tertiary sources are consulted. This type of data can be collected through a variety of methods such as interviews and surveys. We choose primary data because it collects information for the specific purpose of the study which is relevant to the set of objectives.
So, a population is the entire group that you want to draw conclusions about. In this research, the population is all the students in UUM to investigate which type of transportation will be chosen by UUM students and the factors that affect students choosing their transportation. And then, the sample is of specific groups that you will collect the data from. The size of the sample is always less than the total size of the population. Based on the results from the sample size calculator, a sample of 380 students from UUMs will complete the questionnaire. So as you can see in this slide, the sample size calculator is calculated. The sample size is 380 students will be choosing to be the respondent. And how we collect the data? In this research, the researcher will using questionnaire to collect the data from the respondents. And this is disadvantageous while using this technique. So, what is the disadvantages? The disadvantages is since the questionnaire is sent through by the WhatsApp, Telegrams, and other social media, we don't know who is filling these forms, and this can be filled by any one of them, which is not targeted by the researcher. So the ways to overcome is we were using a sampling method, which is cluster sampling methods to collect the data. So who will be the respondents? Since the researcher will be using the cluster sampling method, UUM students who stay in Inasis Laluan C will be chosen as the respondents.
The next slide is about type of variables. In statistics, the variable is a characteristic that can be measured and also assumed in different values. There are types of variables in the Q&A, for example, age, gender, ethnic, and so on. Besides, each level of measurement scale has different specific properties that determine the various use of statistical analysis. In this research, we will learn 4 types of scales such as nominal, ordinal, interval, and also ratio scales. Next, we can talk about data analysis. The first data analysis shows that our team picked 120 male students and also 260 female students from the whole UUM as a sample. The second data analysis shows that most of the respondents in this UUM are between 20 to 22 years old, as it can clearly shown in the table. The next part is data analysis tree. As you all can see, based on the table, most of the students are year 2022 and also 23 students, and there are only 4 students which are 2018 and also 2019 students.
Okay, now we move on to analysis 4. Based on the graph bar above, most of the students in UUM spend less than 20 ringgit per week on transportation, which is 218 students. In my opinion, this is because the majority of the students use the school bus for free. For data analysis 5, according to the pie, most of the students currently use Sapo as their transportation to get out of university. For mean, the calculation is the sum of all value divided by the sample size, which is, as we can see, there are sum of 380 students and we need to divide by add sample. It is equal to 47.5. The second is for mode. The definition for mode is the value that most frequently occurred in dataset. So as we can see, the mode for this data is 2, which is bicycle and scooter. For median, the formula is the sample size plus 1 and divide by 2. There are 8 samples and we need to plus 1 divide by 2, so we can get 4.5. We need to rank the data set in the ascending order and find the position of 4.5, which is between in number 4 and number 5. The number in between position 4 and 5 is 6 and 42. So we need to sum up these two numbers and divide by 2. Therefore, we can get the number is 24 for the median. For data analysis 6, as a result, most of the students strongly agree on the factor of safety, transit time, and cost to consider while choosing transportation. Last but not least, this is our survey form. And thanks for listening. Thank you.